Tara falava malo le kia ora and welcome to the Village Podcast where we talk about everything and anything.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, this is the second episode, I think, or the third, or no, second. Yeah, it's a good day to be out here in the west side of Auckland, Aotearoa. Today's guest is somebody who's actually related to us on our Tongan side and our Samoan side, so it's pretty cool. He's probably on our Kokaran side as well, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Award-winning, amazing, millions and billions of streams kind of guy. He's down to earth, dogo of ours. He's been in the game for. We're gonna get into that. Man, he's been in the game for a little while, and he's been doing big things, and he's taking out people around the world, and he's one of my favorite people in the whole universe. Please, everybody, give your hands and applause to my good dogo over here, Swiss. What up, man?
What up, man? Togos?
What's up? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good.
Oh, welcome. Can everyone hear that? Or is it just us?
Don't worry about my Scott Storch pressing buttons.
As long as it's the music that comes through, not your OnlyFans. Hey, how you been, brother?
Hey, Venus.
Yeah, good, man, Togo. It's good to be here, man.
How long you been in the country for a minute, or you been back and forth like
Yeah,
you just get back?
I've been off the last couple of weeks. So like the last 2 weeks I've been off, but yeah, I was in Australia for
Brisbane.
Just going back and forth. Yeah, back and forth.
Because you're partly from Brisbane, huh?
Yeah. Brisbane's home. You know, that's where I did a lot of my growing up. So.
But then you're partly from Auckland.
Yeah.
But then you're partly from Wellington.
I claim, yeah, Wellington. Yeah. Born in Wellington. So.
But then you're from Tonga as well.
Yeah.
But then you're from the 685 too.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, man, see, I told you, man, you just like me, bro. I'm from everywhere, man. I'm from Kansas City. I'm from the. What's up, bro? Do you have a Matai watch on?
No, I don't.
Totally. Where's this guy's watch?
My kid unscrewed. My son unscrewed the little thing. So yeah, they're sitting at
That's
home,
his way of
yeah.
saying he pawned it off now. Say.
Shout out to Matai there. Shout out to Matai
Shout out
Watches.
to Matai Watches.
Yeah, shout out to Matai. I think there's a watch in one of those things over there. We gotta hook you up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. All right, Bass, take it from here, man. I'm gonna give me a drink. Can we just start this off with a cheers?
Cheers, man.
Salute.
Salute.
This has been a long day, long week, so I've been looking forward to this.
Bro, what's new, bro? Stink ass
Bro, how's that Never single going, bro?
Yeah, it's going well, man.
I see the numbers flying up there.
Yeah, the numbers are going up.
You hit it up a remix?
Yes, I ended up dropping a remix as well on Wednesday.
How you feeling?
Yeah,
How you feeling?
good, though. Feeling good. I think I'm at like a stage right now where I found this flow, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I just dropped the remix. I've also got the second single dropping next week, and we've got the EP dropping 2 weeks after that. So
Yeah.
it's cool, man. I mean, you know, this game is one of those games where some days you just don't feel like it. To be very honest, you know what I mean. And yeah, I feel like I found a nice little groove and flow that I've sort of fallen into over the past couple months, and I'm real driven at the moment. So.
What made you wanna? Is that the one where you did the challenge? Yeah.
Junior
Songeta
and Follow. So so we dropped the single initially, and then I thought I'd throw out like an open verse challenge.
Yeah.
And then my whole play on it was like, you know, whoever gives me the best verses, I'm gonna chuck it on the remix. So you know what I mean? It was real cool to be able to interact with, you know, with our people, and also hear the amount of talent that we have everywhere. You know what I mean? Like there was some cats that I've never even heard of come on there, and I'm like, wow, like where you from? Like I made that connection, like, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, it's been cool, man. Oh no.
Cool story, bro. Let's go. Welcome to the Village Council podcast. That's what it's called, right? Village Council?
Yep.
We talk about anything and everything.
Yeah, how can Henny Dogo? Let's go.
Already. Get you.
Anybody want a shot? Cameraman? Queen Shirley? Chris RL? Dad? Good?
Reese.
All right, good.
It never gets any
Never wants a shot.
And never, man. But you know what? We love it. Hennessy, sponsor us. Don't worry about it, man. We live this life all day, every day. Do you remember the first time we went on tour, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Because I don't. Well, it was Runtings?
Runtings.
That was the first time. What were we? We were like we were a few shows in on the Runtings, and then you jumped in, right? And then we went from there. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think you guys had already kicked it off. I think you guys did the initial Runtings tour, and then it was like the second run, and I came in on that run.
So that was a trippy run, bro.
Bro, crazy.
Are we allowed to talk about that? Like,
yeah, bro. Yeah,
are we gonna get fired? Like, I don't know, man. Where do we start, bro? Like,
What city did you start off in?
Man, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Oh,
it's that true story.
Nah, no. We started off in, I think it was
The lick the face one.
Napier, right? It was Napier. Like, because when we just landed, it was so buzzy, bro. We just landed and we got to our ACOM. Oh, no. We got to our ACOM and then out of nowhere, like, the whole Christchurch thing happened.
The shooting.
And we were rolled down, bro. Like, it was crazy. Yeah, you remember that, right, Doc?
Yeah,
like,
we were in tears, bro.
Yeah.
It was fucked up, man. It was like...
It was a real out of it day, and it wasn't the best way to sort of kick off our...
And we watched it.
Our run, too, yeah.
We watched it at the hotel. We watched the extra footage. Like, you can't unwatch that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It fucked us up, bro.
Yeah, it was traumatic. You know what I mean? So,
That's right. That's why we got lit that night up. We were just like, you know how we deal with things.
Yeah.
We just, okay, I got this. Yeah. What's that? What was that? Chris Arrell. Shout out Chris Arrell. He's behind the scenes, but he's in the scene now. Chris is MacGyver. Marozo. So we did the show that night. Run Things is there. We go to do the show. I kind of remember it a bit. There's a bit of a blaze in my mind and my membranes, but I remember being outside, bro. And I remember being outside downstairs, and there was this guy and his missus.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
And like his missus came and said hi to me.
And he was trying to
then
snipe you.
He was coming from the side like I was trying to talk to his missus, but she just came and said, hi, Poetik. And I was like, oh, hi, sis, how's it going? And he came and he was going to like fapo me, like try to hit me from the side. And I turned around and this guy was like, nah, bro. And this guy just went in and just like, pushed him back. So I remember like that was our first, on the road experience together.
Yeah, I think we stayed out a bit too long then. I had this rule, like, whenever you're doing shows, like, you got to leave before, like, the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour, because that's when the devils come out.
The devil comes out.
You know
bro.
what I mean?
That's
Like, and it was one of those nights where we were, like, standing out the front. I think the gig had finished, and we were just waiting for our driver to come around. So, we're out there amongst everyone. I mean, to be honest with you.
You and I were the last two to leave.
It was. So,
Yeah.
That's right.
I think we felt like, nah, since it's this vibe, we're going to make sure everyone goes first and we'll be the last. Yeah. And then, last of the Mohicans. How is it balancing the family life with the artist life, bro? Like we all do this.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, bro?
I think it's like anything else. If you want to be able to make it happen, you make it happen. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things that make it, how would you say, a little bit harder than the average person. You know what I mean? Like, and you've got to sort of learn to prioritize your time. But I think if anything, like, we're living proof that it's possible. You know what I mean? So in a big way, you know what I mean? We're sort of out here showing people that we can have, our missuses and our kids and still be able to live out our dreams. You know what I mean? So I think that's, that's one thing that's really cool.
Because it's pretty much a job, like how everyone works at a factory or whatever, but just in...
Except it's 24 hours though. You know what I mean? Like,
it's tough when you got kids, man, because then you got to go on tour and stuff, and like you might be away from your kids for like 30 days, bro.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like a hard life in that sense. You know what I mean? But I think it's it's still very possible. You know what I mean? You can make it happen.
Because see, with the also, we try to do the 9 to 5 and do it at the same time, like at work, but then it was just hard. It was like trying to cram everything in one little shell. Yeah.
No, you're right.
No,
you lose out on a lot of family time, things like that. Like,
you
you sacrifice a lot more. You know what I mean? So
the sacrifice is worth it, though.
Yeah.
I feel like, the dream is to like own property and land and stuff and leave something behind for the kids to, inherit in the sense that they get a better start than we did.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest misconceptions about what we do, though, is like everyone thinks that we just wake up and go into the studio and that's it. Like, this is a 24-hour job. Like, this is a 24-hour job. You know what I mean? Like, if we put out something and it doesn't quite hit the way that we think, like, our minds start to panic, and you know what I mean? Like, we literally do this for a living, and everything, like, our families and everything rely on this. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. So, it's a crazy lifestyle, but at the same time, there is its pros and cons. And I think one of the pros is that I get to spend a lot more time with my kids than I would have if I was working a normal 9 to 5. You know what I mean? So
that's true. That's true.
Like, I can just out of nowhere midweek be like, you know what, kids, we're not going to school today. We're going to represent.
You know what?
You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the cool things about it, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, So, yeah, represent, man. Stop bringing your passes down for us. We're bringing our kids there.
Represent. Honestly, like, I know this is going off topic, but when you get to the kids zone, it's almost the same price as the adults. Come on. Like, I'm sure when we were younger, it was cheaper than that. Or was it the same price?
I wouldn't know.
I don't remember, bro.
Yeah.
I remember what the TAB, the price range there was. And you always leave with those 20 cent in the thing, and then lollies.
Oh, man.
He was playing on the open fields at Funway.
And that's the fun way to do it, bro. I used to think my mom worked at the TAB, bro. 'Cause every week, man. This was when I was a kid and we were living out in West Auckland. I was back in Aotearoa, and we were always out there at Massey, bro. Shout out to Massey on the west side.
Shout out Messi.
And I swear, man, like my mom, every day we're at TAB. And then I found out, like, oh no, we're not actually working there. We're trying to get paid. You need to do lighter.
Oh, I think that's all of us. Like, if it wasn't your parents, you had uncles and stuff that were there. You know what I mean? Like, and then in Australia, it's not the TAB. They had the pokies and the mu'mu'us and everything straight after church.
bro.
Straight away.
You know what I mean? Like,
Not to sound sad, but that's like an Australian thing, eh?
what, pokies?
I thought that was worldwide. That's even in Samoa now.
No, it
No,
is, but
it's
it's
here, but
such
it's
a
not
it's such a
as-
thing in
yeah, it's not
Australia.
as
You know what I
hard
mean?
out
Like,
Australia.
it's like when you catch up with the boys, it's like, what do you reckon? Should we go for a slap?
Yeah, see?
And then that's it. You know what
First
I mean?
time I
Like,
heard that, I thought they meant like slap bones.
yeah,
like dominoes.
I
bro.
heard that in shout out to my family in Mount Druitt. They were the ones that, when they came over, they're like, bro, is there a cash nearby? I was like, a cash? What's a cash? Casino. Before lazy slap. I was like,
Yeah.
slap your moolie, because he wants to spend $50 on these things.
Silly. Just to let you guys know that are watching, man, if you hear me breathing like this, it's because I'm coming off the flu. Just in case you're like, is this guy like, oh, he's actually honey?
He's
Or?
tweaking.
He's coming down. He's coming down.
Can you see it through the
Coming
shades?
down.
Fucking hell,
Coming
bro.
home.
He's coming down. He's coming down.
All right. Okay. Let's get serious. I always wanted to ask you this, bro. How'd you get your name?
To be honest with you, I was a badass like kid in high school. Not badass, like, you know, bad to the bone, but I mean, like, and I used to graffiti a lot. You know what I mean? And Swiss was literally my graffiti name. You know, like back then, there was
letters
no. Yeah, I mean, there was no reason to like when you had your tagging name, it had nothing to do with like your actual name. Like there was no reason behind it, but that was literally just my hit. You know what I mean? So, and then eventually when I started off my music thing, it was Young Swiss first, and then eventually became Swiss.
I get what you're saying. My tag was Venom. I don't know why.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like everyone's like, oh, what did I mean? I still remember some of the Usos would be like, hey, you know, in America they say K Swiss, kill Samoans when I see someone.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah. Man.
yeah. So like, yeah, it had nothing to do with that, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was literally just one of those. I think for me, it was like it sounded cool in a sense. You know what I mean? So
It could lean both ways on the banging card too, like on the Crip side and the Blood side, because all the homies that came over that were sent back home or that came over,
yeah.
to the islands, you know, they taught us all that shit when we were growing up, you know, and then they were like, you know, K Swiss, and I always wanted a pair of K Swiss, but all I got was just Jandals.
Yeah.
So when I came over here, man, I was like looking, all right, New Zealand, man, let's see what New Zealand's got, and I couldn't find no K Swiss at that time, but they were Chuck Taylor, so I bought my first pair of Converse from here.
No,
You know?
you like mum bought you a pair, but when you look at the thing that says K-Fish. K-Fish.
It's
the
Shupai. Shupai. Remember the Shupai?
Yeah.
Bro, we used to travel from Wellington. Like back in the day, we used to travel from Wellington and come up to Auckland for like whatever church thing it was. We always went to Mangu Town Centre because they had these fake chucks. And they were Converse, like, and they were called Shupai. So they looked like chucks, but they had they had the Converse thing on the side, you know, the little arrow with the star and that, bro. We went back to Wellington and we were badass when we had those shoes, bro. But we couldn't afford the real chucks.
Man, now I want a pair.
Nah,
Shout out to Supai, man.
You
Yeah.
go do what you go try break
Look us
dance
up.
on those, and then the soul will start talking. So, nah, bro. But that you had a shoe buy than a knife. My mum bought me a pair of shoes, and I thought it was Nike, and it said knife, and it had a knife. I was like, oh man, I love you, mum. Thank you.
Love you, auntie.
Yeah. Yeah. So that,
All right, so according to my Matai watch, it's shot time. Let's go.
Oh,
Salute.
Shit.
I'm not gonna cheers like that in case I spill it all over the Queen Shirley system. Love you. All right, you know the game. Just pass it back down here, guys.
fuck. I think I'll think to the.
So,
Okay.
so, as far as like representing where you come from, how does it feel to come from so many different, like areas? Like, do you feel like you can be at home everywhere you go? Like, cause that's how I feel. Like I'm at home in Auckland, I'm at home in Australia, I feel at home in the States too, and I'm super at home back in the islands.
Man,
I never feel like I'm out of place. I always feel like once I get to where we're going and we're with our peoples, seki.
I think in many ways, like I can look at it like that, but then at the same time, because I've been in so many different places, it's hard to actually call one place home. You know what I mean? Because I think it's just one of those things where, like, you know, like I spend majority of my time in Brisbane. I'm in Auckland now, so like, you know, like this is home because my wife and my kids are here, but then Brisbane's still home because that's where I did a lot of my years growing up. Wellington's home because I think so. Yeah, it's weird, you know what I mean. But I've always grown up that only one place could really be home. But yeah,
What was the switch up like coming from New Zealand, then moving to Brisbane?
Yeah, is there like a culture
Is it
shock
like a
between
culture shock when you-
Australia and Aotearoa, like how it is from the islands and overseas, or?
yeah. I think when we first got to Australia, we hated it there. Like it was different, you know what I mean. But then at the same time, Wellington's not really like islander populated like Auckland is. You know what I mean?
Who, when you got there and you hated it, who did you hate?
No, I noticed
Sorry,
when our boys go there, they leave like our watch like dickies, and after that
Yeah.
they come back like with their shorts like the size of the rugby shorts
Yeah,
and the tight t-shirt.
I think it was that it was a different culture, but then at the same time, like once we like sort of adapted to the Australian culture, like I love the Australian culture now. Like it's a real like
Yeah.
it's a real outgoing like especially in Queensland. Like Queensland's probably the most kickback state you'll ever go to, man. You know, up the Maroons. But yeah, like
Go the Warriors.
Like with me personally, like when we went there, like we didn't like it at first, but I think it was just because of that change. But once you know we sort of settled in, like that's the culture that we sort of you know embraced. You know what I mean? So then when I came to New Zealand,
Come back.
come back here because you know over in Brisbane though, like when it's not really too many islanders. Or at the time that we were there, so when you saw another islander, you're happy to see another islander. So I expected Auckland to be the same, bro.
Did you do the
Brisbane
nod
is
and
different
next
to
minute?
Sydney, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, I think Sydney is a lot more like Auckland. You know
Because
what I mean?
did like 8 years in Sydney, bro.
Yeah.
And when you saw another islander, I was like, "What's up, brother? You all good? What's up, brother? You good?"
Yeah,
And then they'd be
yeah,
like, "Are you all good? Are you all
Yeah,
good?"
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"No, you all good? Are you
Yeah.
all good?" I was like, "Oh shit, damn! I'm about to fight my own cousin. I was
I've-
trying to say hi.
I've
Are you
heard
all good?"
Sydney's like that, and I kind of feel it when I go there too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like anywhere else. Like there'll be dickheads everywhere we go. You know what I mean? And then you'll find some really good blokes as well. So you know what I mean? It's
That's right. That's everywhere you go on the road.
Yeah.
All the islanders in Sydney always thought I was Modi. And I
Yeah,
was
and
like-
Tonga, no. I
Yeah.
remember at one stage.
They never thought I was Samoan.
Yeah.
Even though I'm part both of those things, but you know, yeah.
But this guy, I'm sure he did that. What's up, Toko? You good? Nah, yeah. Next minute. Oh, Maro Cas. Cas, can I
Can I have another shot, mate?
have a Jaegers?
Sorry, do you want a Jaeger, bro?
nah, I'm good, man.
A Gigaro?
Hey, I still gotta drive my ass home after this, boy.
What's the What's your take on racism, bro? Have you ever experienced racism from anywhere? You know, like, because for me, I'll just put this out there. For me, I think I've experienced more racism from the darker side of our people.
yeah,
You know, like from people of color.
yeah,
All people of color.
yeah.
You know, not everybody, but you know, and it's individuals from that section. So, because I'll never blame like Samoans or whoever, and say like, you know, that's where I experienced it more from. But that's where it came from, more so.
Can I
But
be?
what's your take?
Can I be very honest with you? I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
I've never experienced racism from a white person. And I'm like, it happened probably about, the most recent one was probably about maybe 3 months ago. I went to a petrol station and I saw this lady popping off at the Indian people behind the counter.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just, you know, I said to her, I tried to go, oh, sis, you know, it's all good, you know, just think, like, you know, move on. And then she turned around and flipped on me and told me to go back to my own country too.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Was
So
this in New
yeah,
Zealand
this was here on Hill Road, the mobile down there. So
Oh, right on Rewa.
yeah, Hill Road in Rio. So and then it was a real out of a situation because I probably haven't experienced that since I was in primary school. Like, but in primary school, like, bro, that stuff happens. We're kids, you know what I mean? Like, I never experienced it as an adult, you know what I mean? Until that, and I was fired up, bro. I just
No, it's funny you say that. I've never, bro, I was born and raised in Southside. There's a lot of white people in our area. I've never ever.
yeah.
That's odd, bro.
Like, well, I feel like with white people, like, you know, like, they had the little subtle jokes, you know what I mean? But it's not like, you know what I mean? It's not as, like, straight to your face, like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
and the fact that I got told to go back to my own country and I'm born here, I got a New Zealand passport and everything like that.
How did you
what I mean?
react though? We're doing those.
Oh, I told her husband to come and go, bro. I told her husband, I flipped on the husband. I go, bro, how can you let your wife stand here and pop off like that? You know what I mean? Like, and then he tried to pull me aside and he goes, hey, bro, we're really big fans of your music, man. I'm like, bro, like, no, it just wasn't the right time, bro. You know what I mean? So,
Lucky
yeah.
you're
Well, God
Muhammad
bless
Ali.
you,
And like,
man. God bless
I'm not a person to go to like social media and that, but that day I went to social media and posted it and I was like, I wanted all my tangata whenua, like, people to know that, you know what I mean, I dealt with this thing. Because we have a lot of good, you know, Māori brothers and sisters,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And this is just one that sort of, you know,
100,
maybe needed to be
100.
set straight, but I think it would have been better for, like, you know, her own people to set it straight than, you know, than me sort of doing it, you know, so.
Yeah, it tripped me out when I got here from the islands and I saw the Samoan like racism towards other people of color here too.
Yeah.
Like, because you know, back home it's different.
Yeah.
Then you come out here and like you have a colonized mindset of like your program to think, oh, you know, these guys and those guys and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I
hey,
think we're
bro,
all
that's our
sectioned
cousin.
off, you know what I mean? We're all
You know?
sectioned off from each other, you know what I mean?
That's
yeah.
part of the programming of the system, though.
But then that's also, you know, part of the culture shock that I was talking about when I came back here. Like in Brisbane and in Wellington, like we grew up in all our Samoan brothers and things. Like we were all one, you know what I mean? When I came here, Auckland's changed. It's changed a bit over the years, you know what I mean? But then when I first got here and I seen that they were all sort of split when I first
Divided.
got here, I was like, oh, wow, that's out of it, you know what I mean? So
I'm all about the unity card. And
I don't know.
And you know, I feel like we push that flag more on the side of, you know, people of color. But man, like Palangis, everybody's in there, bro. It just seems to me like we got a bit more work to do on the people of color side because we're always fighting each other.
Yeah.
And
But that's
because
the thing,
we grew
though.
up street, you know, we grew up street. It was like
but
in the streets
why
is
do we have
different.
to work harder than everyone else?
What do you mean?
No, it's playing. I just said.
This is when you press the...
Can't take this guy anywhere, man. Shit. Wah, the Warriors, man.
We were just getting a roll there.
I was like, what? You know how long it took me to get there before these fucking Hennessy shots? Gosh darn it.
You know what? You know what this guy and man, so you know our brother. The reason why people are racist to this guy, and man, everyone's listening, right? Everyone's watching.
Who, me?
Because this guy, their sisters and their gingers or their partners, bro, they want to sax this dude.
Whoa.
No, just kidding.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Our podcast email is fucking hell, man. We're gonna edit that out. Don't worry. Where were we going before we went all the way to fucking sex machine?
Racism.
Yeah.
When our own people, and
Yeah.
you're right, bro. Like bro, I see it a lot, and like to me, I feel it's unfair, especially when say for instance, I know with Swiss's family, there'll be the cousins that speak Tongan hard out, and then the ones that can't really speak, and then you got
The language barrier.
language barrier, and then everyone goes from there, and they're like, bro, you're a fake Tongan, you're a plastic Tongan, or you're a plastic Samoan, you're a fake Samoan. I'm like,
And I never heard that term plastic until I came to Aotearoa.
No, but I think there's a lot of racism within ourselves as Polynesians too. You know what I mean? Like
No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt,
you
bro.
know what I mean? Like, even within our own families, like, say, for example, like, I was talking about it recently with someone, and, like, you know, say, for example, like, there's, like, a half-caste family within, like, a Tongan or a Samoan family, and when they walk in, they go, oh, there's the Samoans, or, oh, there's the Tongans.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
those are the Meolis.
Yeah, like, why do we have to sort of label them as, you know what I mean? It's
Afakasi.
Colonization.
But they're part of the grandkids as well, you know what I mean? So,
I never liked that term afakasi when I got over here.
Yeah.
When I saw how it was used in certain ways. But, you know, I don't want to complain and get too deep into it.
hey, but that's who a fool. We grew up wanting to be Afrikaans.
I was going to say that.
Fuck you guys. You guys are both mixed. All
When
right?
you grew up and everyone's like, oh, man, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, oh, man, I want to be Afghan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Basis People page back in the day was like
half.
quarter Mexican.
Japanese, Papua New Guinean.
His just was Filipino.
Fucking had to take it there, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, bro.
How's it going?
Oh, sicky.
You know, you're the only, I mean, not the only, you're the first person I know to bring up the term meoli with me in conversation. I think we were drinking at your house after one of those crazy nights out doing what we do, work and stuff. And we're like, hey, man, let's go back and have a couple and, you know, debrief and catch up. And, you know, for those of you that are watching this, meoli, pretty much, you know, the terminology for black thing. I mean, like the translation for black thing. Like,
That's a bad word, man.
But I feel like a lot of people don't realize that that's not just a term for people that are black from America, but anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, like even Samoans were called that. But you're the first person to point that out. And me coming up in Samoa, growing up, and those words were just thrown around. It didn't really mean anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's good to I guess for me.
Yeah,
it's good for
like
me to
a
hear
label
it.
and a title that
'Cause I'm
didn't
learning,
mean-
you know what I mean?
It didn't mean any malice, like
Yeah, like
it was
we
just
say
one
it
of
so
those-
casually.
That's the word.
Well,
But we're in an era now where it's like all those casual things,
Now listen,
let's talk about it. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, well, with the Tongans, we call them uli ulis, and that's just straight black. That's
yeah.
not even like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a
Or like
color.
the men at Rick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Like the correct term I think would be Tanata Uli.
yeah,
For Samoa, for Hamoa.
yeah, and Tongan too. If you're in
Yeah.
a set, you know what I mean? Like, so
I want to say this. Do you guys know what kefe means?
that's what we spoke about at one drink up. Do you remember? Because
This is how we kick it,
no,
man.
but
It's
do you
like-
remember? Because we were talking about it, right? And I said to you, I go, in the Tongan language, like, you guys
Kefe
say
means-
you guys say kefe, but when we say defe,
Defe.
defe means to circumcise. It's
Circumcise.
like
Cut your butt
Floats.
off.
yeah.
Can you yell out real quick like what does kefe
What kefe, yeah.
properly mean?
It's your rectum, eh?
Circumcised, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But
See,
but
that's
but kefe
Tongan-
then
Tongan-
kalisami, for
Tongan, we
kalisami.
say defe.
Yeah, defi.
And I asked them one drink up, you know what I mean? I was like, is that the actual word? Because, like, I have a lot of usos, and you ask them, and they're like, oh, it means if you.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Now
like
it
in my
means
mind,
if
I'm
you.
like, nah, I don't think. But I think when they say it in that term,
In that sense,
it's that like how would you say it? Prerogative? Like it's that bad that you know what I mean? Like it's almost taken like a if you, but it's not. I mean, the actual word for it is not a. Like you know what I mean?
No.
So,
Oh. Man, I use it every day, man. My kids say it too. It means I love you. Dad, give it, man.
me and my brother said
So-
this
so-
thing.
so have
Me and
you-
my
have you
brother
guys
said this
been
thing where we're
keffe
like, kefe.
I bet you're a Sika. Shout out to the big dog Sika.
It's time I remember seeing you, bro. It's with Bucks
Yes,
and
yes,
questions.
Oh,
Remember the videos you guys used to
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
So the first time I ever seen those kind of videos in my life was in Australia. I was like, oh shit, this is how
It
it's
was
going out here.
acoustic, right? With Moe.
And I just got there, shot the Moe.
Yeah.
I just got there, bro, and I seen you guys do a guitar
Yeah.
rap
Oh,
and
Buck's
sing.
son.
Buck's
Shout
son.
out to Buck's
That's
son.
my
Son of
cousin.
that
Shout the
also,
bro.
Yeah, we're out at Layla Park.
Samoa.
Layla Park. Is that by the prison?
Yeah, Layla Park's
And
out
the
there,
markets.
7 Hills. 7 Hills.
7 Hills.
So 7 Hills.
Layla
and,
Park is the markets, huh?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to think. I think so. But it's like a real, like, not being simple, but it was like a real junky area. You know what I mean? But I just,
Oh, yeah, that's
just so
all
happened
the
that
homies.
I had a family house there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so we sort of filmed all that stuff out there. And I think that was around the same time that I ended up shooting Slow Wine.
That's where it is. All right, that's the song.
So like,
Was that
that's
your
what I was
first?
gonna get into. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your first one? Like your first big hit?
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was my first song that I decided that I was going to do professionally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I probably created over 50 songs before that on YouTube and started building a fan base. So I started that shit when I was probably about 14,
Yeah.
just solely off the fact that I wanted to be able to create my own music. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I created all those songs, and there's a little snippet at the beginning of Slow Wine. It's like a little sort of thing while I'm sleeping that's playing. That was one of my first songs that popped off. It was a song
remember
called "Way You Do," and like I don't mean popped off in terms of like a worldwide thing, but it like popped off in like all the hood garage drink ups and everything like that. So
And that's what matters, man.
yeah,
Once you're in the hood,
so
you're in.
So for me, like when that sort of popped off, like you know what I mean. That was the "Way You Do" was the song that actually brought me to do my first shows here in New Zealand. Maybe about a year or two before Slow Wine. But Slow Wine was the one that took me to the States and took me here, and it sort of had, how would you say, it had more of the label execs looking into me. You know what I mean? So Slow Wine was definitely the one that sort of crossed me over in terms of like professional,
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Because it was a while ago, a few years back when Slow Wine dropped on that level, that professional level, and I seen you roll out with that clip. And it was the bike, huh? That's the one. And I'm working at Dick Smith Electronics, man. I'm over here packing boxes at the fucking, you know when you go to Australia and you get those jobs
You
at the
look like
factory?
a Dick Smith kind of guy.
Okay. Poetic, aka Dick Smith. Part Papua New Guinea in this bitch.
Dick Smith.
But anyway.
But yeah, what, you're working in Dick Smith?
Touch your Mac.
So
Yeah.
And yeah, I seen because I just got my first iPhone.
Yeah.
So I'm learning how to use it and shit. And I seen your video drop, and I see Don Ray was on it.
Yeah. No.
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 That was independent, no?
Yeah.
I think
that was independent. That
I
was
think there was something like maybe it was the Don Raid page and they shared it.
Yeah, I think it might have been Blue by You that you're talking about because that's when I signed to Don
Sorry,
Raid.
he shot Slow Wine.
Sulaiman was shot by our brother Moe. Muhammad Mustafa.
I swear,
Moe-
I swear, I
Moe
swear
the
it was
direct-
like
shout
it
out
must
to
have
Moe
been a
the director,
reshare.
bro.
It
Yeah,
must
it
have been
could've
they
been. It could've been.
reshared
Shout out
like
to Moe the
your
director,
previous
bro.
one.
Yeah, so
just to bring it
how it
forward
happened
again.
was like I released Slow Wine, then I went on a tour of the US, I did the West Coast, then I came back and did Australia, and then I finished off here in New Zealand, and then that's when I linked up with the Dawn Raid guys. So
Oh, shit.
I signed to Dawn Raid long before like I had just released Slow Wine, and then I signed to Dawn Raid about maybe like 2 months after that. We ended up releasing Blue by You, and then it all just.
Was a Red Knight,
Rolled out.
Buddies, and all the fans.
Reds was sort of making their way back. I think the rest of the family, like Eddie's and that, was sort of had sort of finished up with Dawn Raid at that time. So
this was after.
yeah, I think it was literally me, Reds, and Sweden Ari at the time, and then
Shout out
Brownhill
to
signed on, Three Houses Down signed on. You know, so
Solid.
Yeah.
Hey, free Johnny Knocker, man. That's how we move,
free
baby.
Johnny
All
Knocker, free
day.
Johnny
Knocker.
That's
See
for
you
you,
soon,
brother.
Doggo.
Doggo, we love you. We see you real soon. Hey, supposed to be the shot, eh?
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
sorry,
what?
man.
Oh, sorry,
Wait.
bro.
This is supposed to be some Jaeger bombs, man. Shucks. I'm on.
You know what's funny? When I was younger, this stuff used to taste nice to me.
This was
Like
now
cough
it tastes,
medicine?
Now it tastes like Listerine.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So I actually thought okay. So America, right?
Yeah,
Your first time in America as an artist?
yeah.
How did that come about? How did you get there?
Because Slow Wine popped off.
So
And
who
that's how big the song
who you go with? You just booked your own flight, or you got promoters to
No,
get you?
promoters. There were promoters that reached out and they were like, "Hey, we can get you shows in." So what was the places we did? We did Utah, we did LA. Oh, but we kicked off in Vegas because the Sevens were on.
Do you have a
Vegas,
manager at that
yeah.
time? Or do
Yeah,
you
I had a
just-
manager. Shout out to my also Jerry Lally in Brisbane.
Yeah.
So,
Ah,
So
there you
Jerry-
go.
yeah,
Okay.
so Jerry was my manager at the time, so he was the owner of Fade's Barbershop and everything. So he was
Shout out Fades.
He was the
So
one
was
that
he
started that
your
whole
first
movement.
manager?
He was my first manager. So yeah, he had Fades. I think he also was one of they were the original barbershop in Culture Kings when Culture Kings first started off.
There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
There you go.
going back to the story. So yeah, we went and did Vegas, and then went out to LA. We did Utah and San Francisco.
San
And that was
Francisco.
San Francisco.
See, the shots are working. That's what we're
Yeah.
trying to do here. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but we're gonna do it. Damn it.
Yeah, but it was real buzzy because like at the same time, like you release music and you just don't expect it to happen that fast. You know what I mean? And it sort of popped off. We went over to the States. Everyone only knew the one song, but I had like this whole like because it's the early stage of my career. I didn't know like what a set was. So I'm going performing all these originals that no one knows, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you're just so confident. You want to get your music out there. So, but then at the same time, it was one of the best experiences. Like just being able to go
that's
out.
part
and,
of the journey, the learning
learning.
curve, the learning curve of it. Like how you just said, like performing songs that you know
yeah,
and that are dope,
yeah.
but some people might not know. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But what's funny is now I wouldn't perform a song that people don't know.
Because
But
now
back
we know.
then, but I mean, like, I wish I was back then where I like had the confidence to go out there and be like, "This is the baddest song in the world."
No, but
See, that's
And
how
I
I used to
believe
do
that.
it, bro.
You know what I
But
mean?
you know, right after hooking up with the Ooze, every time we go out after, I'm like, oh, I want to do this song and this song because it means this to me. And then
Yeah.
Andy would be like, man, fuck that. Run the hits.
But it's a show business at
That's
the end
it.
of the day. You've got to give
Shout out
the
Andy.
people what they want, right? You know what I mean? And we both sort of come from the same tree,
Yeah.
in regards to, you know what I mean? In regards to this whole music business thing. And we understand it, you know what I mean? Like,
the thing that I wanted to ask, because you would have been young at that time, huh? Like, you
yeah,
were
well,
young.
I think I was like 19.
You're still young, bro.
No, you're still a baby. And shit.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
were you ever like, Toko, were you ever fucking nervous or fucking, did you have anxiety at the time?
Straight away.
Nah.
How's your mental health, man? How was
Bro,
that?
you know what? Like, back in those days, like, when you're young, you really don't give a shit.
Nah, actually, you're right, bro.
But
Yeah.
then a lot of the things that you sort of deal with over time start to catch up to you. You know what I mean? Like,
So once you become mental health awareness, it fucks everything
Yeah,
up. It
yeah.
does.
It's funny, yeah,
It
we were
does,
talking,
bro.
we were like that,
Like
and
when-
now
when-
these guys are like coming together.
when everyone talks about like being aware, like I just think like being aware is the worst thing that could have happened to me.
Fuck.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, not
shit.
not in terms of like, I'm not dissing mental awareness. Like, I think it's definitely important, but I think like being aware as a person, like, you know, what happened to the days where we were just carefree and we just ran life? You got a hiding.
Fuck
But
yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
I
or
think
like,
that comes
you know,
with
like,
age, eh? That
Nah,
comes with age.
man,
And
it
this
comes
guy
with
hates it when I
age.
say that. Like, we're getting older.
no, but I just feel like it really limits us in being our full selves. You know what I mean? Like,
You
it's-
mean being exposed to all like the mental health awareness talks and all that shit? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean just being like conscious as a person stuffs you up.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Because then out of nowhere you start being too mindful of people.
That's me right now. Like that's
And
but
you
all that
care
sits
too-
at the same table.
You care too much about stepping on people's toes, but like, bro,
Really, you should be fuck your toes. Move out the way. To
yeah,
roll up.
I don't even mean it in that sense. It's not fuck your toes, but like I'm like
their toes, bro.
we should continue to be ourselves any space we walk into. But over the years, we've had situations that have like given us things like anxiety. You know what I mean? And given us things like that we start to question our
Bro,
own.
I just learned that.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
just learned what that is like a few years ago, bro. To
Yeah.
be honest. I didn't know what it was until
Yeah, it ain't.
because Steph was telling me, hey, do you remember that time where you go and stand in the line to go and pay for something and your card declines? I was like, holy shit. Is that what anxiety means?
yeah,
Oh my
I think like one of the buzziest things that I've been like, I was talking with Tree recently, and I was saying like the worst thing about anxiety is like past experiences have now made you overthink the future, but really we lose out on the present because we're thinking of the future.
Fucking bars.
You know what I mean? Like that, like, and it's all based off past. So like, really, we're never really present because the past has now dictated what we're thinking about ahead of time. But really, we should be living in this moment. You know? Like,
And that's the curse of overthinking things.
yeah,
And it comes as experience as being an artist.
yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah,
Or you agree with that?
I think like
No, I mean that's what I'm
It'll
saying.
be
But
the
you
same as
hear
with
me on that
your
one.
fellas' kids are. Like, you don't want to teach them what fucking we suffered, you know, back in when we were kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I had a good childhood, man. I can't complain.
I'm just gonna take my.
I can't complain. Take them outside. I'll do this by
No,
myself.
but
Damn
for
it.
real though, like, you know, like we try and show them that, you know, not the way, but like we still discipline them, but in a
You
way
talking
where-
about hiding? You talking about
yeah, the
spanking?
whole like the whole smacking thing, like
You know what? You can't say that you smack your kids. Not saying that you guys do.
no, not smack.
But you can't spank your kids on this camera. Say it like that because it's illegal now. Huh? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
It took a while to get out. My bad.
I think with me, it's like I think I'm a lot easier on my kids than my parents were on.
No, that's what I mean. Like,
I
we're not
think-
as hard on them as
Yeah.
our parents were on us, if that makes any sense.
But I don't think it's anything to do with like, you know, how I turned out. But like I think it's more so like I understand that my kids have feelings, and these feelings that I would have felt as a kid, or like things that I don't want them to go through. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, like, you know, when we were younger, like we didn't really understand the hidings, eh? You know what I mean? Like, but like at the
you
same
just take them and then
yeah, but it's not anything to do with like we didn't deserve the hiding. Like I think we definitely deserved the hidings, but we never got the explanation or like really understood like a lot of the. So I think with me, like I'm a bit more careful with my kids, like, you know. But don't get me wrong, like there's still times that like I just sort of pop off at the same
little
time.
party
like,
here and there.
Yeah, a little party here and there, but
little festival at backstage here and there.
yeah.
Nah, man. I don't know if I can relate to the hidings in that sense, because man, like that shit used to be fun to me. I used to be like, fuck it, they can't catch me, bro. I'm
so
out.
you're lucky,
But you know,
bro.
because
You know what?
my
You
are a lucky
bro,
man. G.
you know,
but my
if
childhood
we-
experience is different to y'all because I didn't have parents at the time.
Yeah.
So it was whoever I was raised with. So some people would whoop my ass,
Yeah.
and some people would chirp like birds.
I think with us,
You know?
if we ran, I think as kids, like we
We
knew
ran.
if we ran, bro,
Get
we were-
over
we-
here.
We were getting an even bigger hiding. Like it was like if you ran off, like you were gonna get it worse when you came back. So like perfect
hear
example,
you,
like
bro.
if you decided that you're gonna go over to your mate's house without telling your parents. And you're
So
gonna
that's
go
worse.
like you went for one night,
So that's
and like
worse.
you didn't even tell your parents.
Oh,
you
bro.
stayed there the whole weekend to make the
bro.
most of the
Yeah.
time.
You know you're gonna die, so it's like I'm gonna die happy as shit. I'm gonna get one more.
Yeah, hell
I'm gonna get
yeah.
one more
You
day
tell
out of
your
this
friends.
Oh
bitch.
no!
Sorry,
but
can
then
you
at
come
the
with
same
your
time,
mum?
at the same time, at the same time, you look back at it and you're like, "That's what anxiety was," because you were supposed to go home on the Saturday, but then you overthought it. You decided to stay
I've been
another
there,
night.
bro.
You know what I
Too
mean?
late.
Like,
Remember those days that Dad used to come and look for me?
Oh,
And man, I was like, nah, because if he takes me now, I won't be here for the thing later on. And there's girls there later on. So we're like 12 years old, bro. Back in the early battle status days in Samoa when we
When
first
bass
started
had long
making music.
hair.
When bass had long hair. But did you hear him
One
laugh?
thing was this, fuck, my toko.
Nah, his
always
laugh
give me
had a
shit
lot of
about
pain
my,
in his laugh.
My beautiful hair.
Did you hear his
that I had.
pain?
Damn
So
it.
painful. Fuck, give me some medicine.
You know what? You guys gotta do a video clip where bass wears his hair like a wig. Like
Fuck.
that would be so cool.
And I'll
man.
wear like this. The
And then everyone will
one
be able to
glove
see
that
the
bends.
handsome boy for what it's just sad that he lost his hair at 18. You know what I mean? Like it's sad that his hairline started running away from him.
I got braids. I got braids.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just sad that his hair was like, you know what, man? Fuck
See,
this
this
guy,
is
I'm
why
gonna
us
keep it.
three together is naked.
no good.
Because you start
naked.
exposing each other
fuck?
naked.
You say naked.
Naked.
Oh, naked. You gotta say it no good, man. It sounds like naked.
Naked.
Take your clothes off. No, anyway. So
This is gonna be edited, right?
fuck yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna have to, bro.
No, but like,
We're gonna have
hold
to,
on,
bro.
I'm just saying this.
Oh, nah,
I'm just saying this. What business plan do you reckon Dan's trying to pitch to the cameraman outside?
Bro, I was like, hey, first of all I can hear is you guys on my headphones, and then, fuck.
That's funny. I'm talking to you guys when I'm looking outside at the
Hey,
same time.
bro, fuck, I'm still gonna get you home after this, mate.
Mate, we're gonna have a feed.
I got you guys. You're gonna Uber.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
you, man. Hey, don't drink and drive. People out there,
Hey,
trust me.
no, I'm still gonna be somewhere after this.
Cause he's just kidding. He's gonna Uber anyway. But what I'm saying is, there's a culture out here and back home that drinking and driving. I'm gonna tell you guys, like, don't fuck up, man. Don't fuck up. You might fuck up and you can't undo shit. So trust me, just stay in your lane safely and
Nice. Yes,
and make
you're
good
right.
decisions.
Because honestly, I'd rather get on on this than fucking hoppy and pulu. So if you don't know what hoppy and pulu is, then fuck, you better have
What's pulu?
Pulu's hoppy.
Pulu is
Eat us.
so it's kaipovi.
Fuck, nah, not Kai. Kaipovi's different, bro.
Pulu, homebrew, kaipovi.
Oh,
685.
Is that brew?
So kaipovi like cow
Pulu are
shit.
the same.
So
It's,
literally drink cow shit. Now it's the magic mushrooms that grow on the
Tongan
turd.
brew better. Tongan brew is better because they add
I ain't never had it, though.
pineapples, apples. Fuck the Samoan one. It's like it's just straight yeast and potatoes.
Nah, the Tongan
and a
one,
bit
yeah.
of a-
No, the Tongan one, they do the potato ones too. It's just some niggas decide they're gonna experiment and
Nah,
Bang.
I like
Like,
the apple one.
and
Apple
throw the
pineapple.
fruits in
Yeah,
there.
the fruits
Shut
are
up.
nice.
But
Shut
then they'll leave it underground for like 3 weeks, and it comes out and it tastes like shit.
No, it's nice. But
See, kaipovi.
I don't know if you said of Tommy the Clown, you end up crumping like Tommy the Clown.
I haven't heard of Tommy the Clown. Bro,
I've never been a fan of homebrew.
what the boys?
Fuck, nah, I mean like
Tom Scott.
hoppy.
Sad, nah. Shout out Homebrew, man. We in Homebrew's town, man. Avondale. Tom Scott. Shout out the homies.
What's up?
Let's get back to some music, man.
Were they part of Don Ray too?
Yes, they were. They were under
that-
YGB though.
There you go.
Yeah.
So YG, man,
Young, gifted,
I'll
and
tell you, bro.
proud.
If I was like out here, and maybe not like in the gangster scene that we came up in, Ali Base. What do you think? Maybe we would have been like YGB and shit, like as hip hop head.
But you know what's
Young,
funny?
gifted, young bloods.
You know what's funny? I met Bass when I first moved there, and he was one of the coolest dudes, bro. Like,
Man,
And now,
my first
these
I
are
wouldn't
the
say
days of our lives.
I won't say how we ended up linking, but it was at Orion's bar in Manukau.
Shout out to Orion's bar.
No, it was a family thing. You know, you guys understand the family thing. You know, so it was
Yeah.
a family
Okay.
thing. So,
Okay. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that night.
Gang.
Fuck, he was performing that. It was like
I wasn't here, huh?
Nah.
I had moved to Australia.
Yeah,
Nah,
you were in
Monster
Australia.
Kanja. It was
That's
one
right.
of his shows.
Yeah, maybe.
It was you guys, like Beast, like the homies, like the
Yeah, me.
our
Beast,
heartless
Sniper,
homies was there.
Yeah.
But you guys,
Swiss,
Man.
sorry.
hey,
also-
all the homies love you, bro. Like 100, man. Like all I've ever heard from any of the Damus about you, bro, is good things. Like, man, we love that guy. He's one of us. He's our bro. He's
Yeah,
making us proud.
I think it's one of those ones. Like everywhere I go, like there's like in a sense, like I still feel like the baby of the family. You know what I mean? Like that's how it was back then. You know what I mean? Like when I was there, I was one of the younger ones. You know what I mean? And you know, everyone makes sure they took care of me. And, you know, so
And I noticed that night too. 'cause
and it doesn't matter where I go in this world. That's still, you know what I mean? Like it's
standard,
still.
bro. Standard procedures,
You know?
bro. And yeah. You weren't there that night, but when me and
This guy reckons I had this black card, but I think
Yeah,
it was.
sorry.
I think,
So, yeah,
it
I
was,
was on, like,
I
get
think
to
it was
the-
like a black ASB card.
nah, guys, honestly, it was a black
American
Visa
Express, Black Edition.
Card. So everyone, me and the boys, we ran out of drinks. I just met Swiss for the first time, and to
I
me,
heard
I was
the
thinking,
story.
I was like, fuck nah, this guy would fucking. Like, they're too cool to say what's up to us. So we'll just stand there in the corner, and this guy will come out, and I was like, oh shit, he's talking to us.
Because that's the vibe that the artist always gave the
But see,
homies.
that's a state thing. Like,
but then you came through and you was a real one.
Yeah,
That was the difference.
No,
No
this guy
disrespect to
grabbed me
anyone
and was
else.
like, sorry, let's go
No,
to the bar.
I think for me it was like different. Like you know, like me and my brothers, like we had this thing of like, you know, we show love all the time.
Yeah.
Regardless of who it is, you know, like.
That's right.
You know, whatever, regardless of what color they are, regardless of their thing, it's love, and this, you know, and if anything pops off after the love, then you know, obviously it's a bit different. But I mean, it's always love first. So,
No, so that's
you know, like
that's
I
what
think
buzzed
any
me up.
environment
Yeah.
that I was in, I was always there to always go show love and show props to anyone. Like, regardless of whatever I was doing in my life, like it's still we all shit the same.
Toko and I appreciate
You know,
it.
so-
Because that night,
Yeah,
bro,
I feel you, bro.
sorry, trust me, bro. That night,
Timing.
this guy will come with that black card. This guy says it's not
It was
a
a black
visa.
ASB card, baby. I think because the
bro.
ASB didn't have yellow printers
acid.
back then.
Well, anyway,
Black acid.
you took us to the bar and you were like, Toko, just get whatever you want. And
Maybe that was
I said,
Andy's
let me share
card.
my eyes. I was like,
Hey, you know what? You know a true story about
sure?
Andy?
Yeah.
True story about Andy, bro. Is we were in the hood one day. I had just got back to Altitude. I think you were there, blood. We were in the hood, and Andy came to drop off a Lofa. So he came to Uncle's house, you know, Uncle Champ, to drop off a platinum pack.
Yeah.
You know, like a went triple platinum or gold or some shit. And we were all in the front. And you know, we were doing dumb hood shit on that day, and then he pulled up and, hey man, you guys want to come to the video? We're like, fuck yeah! It was the Evolution video for Dawn Raid and you know.
Are you in there? Are you in there video?
I think so.
sorry, this guy's wearing a t-shirt the
Sorry,
size
that was
of
my-
a fucking blanket, bro.
Fuck, I'm wearing PJ's shirt. It was like a 6XL, and at the time I was a large.
You know when I first met this guy, and then I met him again, I didn't know it was the skinny guy that I met in Sydney. Like, bro,
Damn.
Like I just like, you know what I mean? Like I just didn't
Damn.
like I didn't connect the two. It wasn't until later that he told me that we linked up in Sydney for the first time, but I just never would have. You know what I mean? Like
With Rats. That's right.
With Rats.
Big homie Rats. He's on his way. Shout out to Rats. He's on his way. Yeah, bro, I remember that. Ganja was there.
Ganja was there.
Brother D was there.
I think we had like it was Brown Hill's
was
Brown
there.
Hill's album tour.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
no,
what it
sorry.
was.
That's right.
No, it was my album tour.
Was it?
I think it was.
But
And
the
we did
homies
it-
was with you though.
Yeah, but Brown Hill were playing for me, and it was out of Coogee. Out of nowhere, like
Coogee.
Coogee Beach Hotel,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
like, bro,
yeah.
Hey,
And
like
Rats
this-
was there too, yeah,
Bro, it
that's
was like this theater that was probably like 2,000 capacity. We had about 20 people there.
Hey, you
But
know
it-
what?
but it was cool,
Shout out
though.
to those nights though.
But yeah, hell yeah. I think
Because the next night was packed.
yeah, because I think for me it was the fact that like we decided that we were gonna do it out in like Coogee, like our people aren't there. You know what I mean? Like, our
And that's
people aren't out.
and that's pimp, bro.
Yeah.
You go where, you know, where you go where the fuck you go.
Yeah.
Like I love going to places that, oh man, that's a risk. Like who I wouldn't say I love going there because it costs
Yeah, I
money.
mean, like,
but
no, I think
But it's cool, though.
Yeah, I think we definitely had people there, but I mean, just the size of the venue didn't make it. You know what I mean? But
I feel
at
you.
the same time, you know, we've always been taught that performers over the years, it's like whether there's 5 or 5,000 people, you give the same
Carry on.
energy.
Yeah, go hard. Yeah.
You know what I
So,
mean?
Give it
And that's
that
where I
work.
first
That
met
work,
this guy.
guys.
That's where I first met this guy. And like, I seen him spitting his stuff on stage, and I was like, yo, this guy's dope.
I was of A Block
Shout out to
from
fucking
DTP.
That's my doggo. That's my
Shout-
doggo. That's
Shout
my
out-
doggo.
Man,
Shout out
that,
to
those guys, the
DTP.
R&B champs.
He's on my
Debo.
family
Oh,
now.
Sydney, baby.
They're BAM Records now, right? With my one of my cousins is under them too.
Oh, yeah?
VTA.
Oh, there you go. Hey, man, shout out the homies, man.
Shout out to the
good
whole crew,
brothers.
man.
I love
Sorry,
those
those
guys.
brothers
All my
are
heart.
talented, bro.
All my heart,
Straight
bro. We had a lot of good times. So, low key, the big Toko put us on that one.
Yep.
Shout out low key, man.
Yeah, 'cause-
He looked
I
out
haven't
for
met
us,
the
bro.
Toko yet, but man, yeah.
He's a real one, bro. Like he looked out for us. He didn't have to. He was like, "Hey, man, you want to do some shows? You know, get you started." I was like, "Yes, please," and he hooked it up, bro.
Yeah, I think low key was part of my early development years too. Like I still remember, I think when Finn came to tour Australia,
Shout out Finn. So I think,
low
bro.
key put me on as like the opener for a lot of the Finn shows, bro. Low key, You ain't party till you party with low key, bro. Like,
Well,
I ain't
can't
gonna
wait,
say
bro.
nothing, but
like I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, you know, like.
But he
you know,
takes care of you. You know what?
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the whole crew, like low key. I see
Oh,
that
man,
he looks after
it's,
J King.
it's all
and
coming
that.
back to me now, dude.
He's doing the whole
Also, young
Biori thing, right? Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hard
shout out
though.
to
That's
Yodi,
hard.
bro. Oh, yeah.
That's hard.
I think he was always destined for it.
that guy was born to be great, bro.
Yeah. Oh, but
And he got a good heart.
Some of
He
the
got a good
Italian
heart,
side.
man. He's a real
Oh, how beautiful is that? He's Tongan, no? He's an islander.
Yeah, yeah,
He's a Soleil. How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm Moha. But yeah, how beautiful is that, bro?
All right, we'll start the shots. Can we get some water? Oh fuck! Can we get the fucking crickets? Because the whole team is gone.
Oh, man, I just want to acknowledge all our poly.
you
You
know.
acknowledge all our poly promoters and labels and that. No, for real.
I want to say this about low key.
Fuck, these are gifties, man.
Because you know what, you guys just like brought back some good memories. Like low key was the first person to give Poetik
a chance.
in that sense, yeah, a chance. But also, he gave me my first like album release party.
real?
You know, like
It
was an album release
he
party.
was a rapper, right?
Even I didn't.
Hell yeah.
And like he
And
was a
Motto
similar
and the
rapper to
homies,
Trey.
like-
He was like a same kind of artist.
Oh, bro.
Like this guy was one of the first guys that I like low key. When I saw him in Sydney, this guy was still wearing Dickies when I first met him. You know what I mean?
Gangster.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I met low key through a lot of my G40 Guildford family.
Guildford, shout out Guildford.
Shout out
yeah.
Guildford.
So yeah, so that's how I met low key. So he, you know, I've got some cousins out there who are his cousins on their mum's side. Like you know what I mean? Like
You.
So yeah, that's how I met low key. But I mean, he's one of those. He was a solid dude. Like,
Solid
the moment I
brother,
met him,
still,
he
to
stayed.
this
So,
day,
he
man,
was
always.
still running Roxy at
Roxy.
the time. Yeah.
So we that's where I met him at Roxy. And they did like I think it was called Black Label. They did like all the DJ homies and that. And then I
Yeah.
met him and he was like, "Hey man, I got a couple shows coming on. If
Yeah.
you want to jump on, cool." And then later on, a few years later, he was like, "Hey man, Deets is coming out. We're gonna do a night, but we can make it your mixtape release party." And I was like, "Man, thanks, dude." Went out there with DJ Manny, my cousin. Shout out Manny, I love you, bro.
DJ Manny, let's get my LA music.
And went out there and man, he got me fucked up, bro. Like,
Key, did he give you the fish bowls?
Nah, he just
Like-
go, "Do you want a drink?" And I was like,
that's
"Yes,
lying.
please."
That's
But I was
lying.
like,
Razor
"Yes,
shit.
please."
Bro.
And then he was like, "I got you."
You know, at Roxy, there was these things back in the day called the fish bowls.
I
And
know what a
whatever,
fish
whatever drink you were having that night,
All right.
like you stayed on the fish bowl, and it was probably like how would you say, like 4 cups in this fish bowl, right?
Oh, so it's like the Lion Riz Bowl.
Whenever
Yeah,
you,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Whenever you took it back to the bar,
they
they topped you up with the same. So, say for example, like I'm on the vodka Red Bulls. That's what I'm having the whole night. Every time I took it back, they just filled it up. Like, and that was key. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bro. He made sure that you were happy, bro.
oh hell yeah.
But man, he was like, "Are you good? Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Give me."
That was when he used to wear the torties. He doesn't wear the torties anymore.
Nah, suited up, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
He, you grow
Yeah.
and professional, and he's very sophisticated in that area too. So shout out to the Togo. But I got so fucked up that night, bro, that I didn't even stay for the whole show. Like Deets got on. I had a good corridor with Deets backstage.
Yeah.
Cause I know Deets like and his family.
Yeah.
We're kind of related, and then ended up fucked up from the bar, bro. Deets got on stage and like gifted out the front, and I just waved down a taxi. And I was like, "Yeah, can you take me back to I was living in Parramatta at the time.
Yeah.
So from the city back to Parramatta was like a fucking hour drive in a taxi.
Yeah.
So then I woke up in my house and I remember this yelling in my ear.
Yeah.
I was like, "The fuck, man?" Looked at him and he was like, and I looked at the dashboard. I had thrown up all over the dashboard. I looked at his
That's
clothes.
why I said
it
in
was
the
all
backseat.
over him.
What a Dick Smith.
And and I was like, "Oh man, how much I owe you?" Fuck. Anyway, we're gonna take a shot.
No, but now that you're talking about Roxy, right? So Roxy, I had my EP launched.
That's a
there.
nightclub, huh?
My EP, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Parramatta?
Parramatta, Roxy
Yeah.
Hotel, right? I had my EP launched there. And me and Brother D go over there. We're like,
What was the name of
it's
the EP
Mr.
at
Slow
that
Wine. Mr. Slow Wine EP has just dropped, right? We go out, we go out there, and to be honest with you, like, it's like, for me, it's like, this is my first couple tours being on Dawn Wade.
Yeah.
Bro, I get smashed. I get kicked out of my own gig. The security decided to
that
pull me
gangster
out.
shit, though.
Bro, no, but for me, it was like,
Nah, man, what's the other one?
like,
Oh,
was,
shit.
It was out of it. It was just funny as, like, you know what I mean? Like, who the hell, like, is literally like the headliner of the gig,
No, but
and they're
see,
getting kicked out of their own
That
gig.
comes to show
Swiss!
you,
Bro,
you,
no,
you
but
weren't ready
that's
for
how
that
we do
shit.
it.
eh? You
Nah,
didn't know, bro.
it wasn't even anything. To be honest with you, it wasn't even anything bad. I think the guy had a power trip. and he decided that he was gonna kick me out because I ended up getting back in. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's you know, it's our EP launch. Like, you know
must
what I
have
mean?
seen
Like,
how many gangs you pulled, and he was like, "Get up."
hey,
Nah,
base,
bro,
you're gonna
take
get
that
me in
also
trouble,
out.
cuz.
Say that. No, just kidding.
Bitch, don't go there, bro. Don't go there, bro. We're all gonna get slapped. Stop it. Stop it. Cut that shit out, dog.
Nah, but yeah, it was just one of those. It was real out of it. Like that's one of the funniest stories that I ever had. Like, how the hell do you have your EP launch and you get kicked out and you're standing on the street right there in Parramatta waiting to get back in and just hoping that like low key or whoever's running the event sees you. You know what I mean? But I think that the security guy was having a power trip that night.
No, but then again, it comes of age as well. Fuck, you were young. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. So,
Yeah. But then at the same time, you guys know me. Like when we party, we get a bit rowdy.
We do what we
Yeah,
do.
no, like-
I don't know if we should get into that right now.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Should
We
we?
party like we're in our Row Stars.
That,
Get
that,
a
We
that-
would have been.
Up
That's
the
what I'm saying.
fucking
Listen, we could have been.
we got
In RW.
we got so faded that night in Whakatane, bro. Was it Whakatane?
Whakatane.
Whakatane, bro.
Oh,
And we were backstage, and it was like, bro, there was gang everywhere, gang everywhere, and it was love.
Yeah.
And that's why when I saw the love, like all the colors, everyone was there, and I was just like, fuck, the vibe is on.
Yeah.
And we were like, we weren't on yet. Like
Yeah.
the boys went open, we were like, all right, cool. We're kind of in the middle of the show, and then I went on, did my thing, came out. I went and performed in fucking house slippers and a fucking old T-shirt, and then come back out, and then you were like, we were fucked up. We were taking Hennessy.
I think there was
Remember
a
what you
phrase.
said?
There was a phrase everyone was saying that night. They're like, "Suck the ass," bro. And then like, and then me and this guy standing there backstage, and I go, "I bet you any money I can go up on stage and make this crowd sing."
And he
"Suck
sang
the
it like
ass."
this.
I
Bet
go,
you.
bro. I
With
literally,
the
I was
Henny.
like, yeah, I was
With the Henny
like, I
dog.
bet you I
Suck
can
the
go out there and
ass.
make the crowd sing "Suck the ass," and this is me. When I say suck the, you say ass.
Suck the ass. Man, everyone was on.
Bro, it was out of it, you know what I mean? But like, I just like, it's one of those things as performers though, like, we always have these like little funny things that we're gonna, you know, make bets with each other about, you know what I mean? And
That was a night, bro.
Yeah.
And it was packed out. It was over capacity. Like
Yeah.
the doors were fucking open and everyone was out there and everyone was like, suck the ass, suck the ass. Bro, I couldn't believe this guy did it. I was like,
I reckon
do it,
they woke
do
up
it,
the next
do it.
morning and they were like, what did we say last night? Like,
I said it. The reason why I'm quiet because I heard about it the next day.
no,
I
you're
was
quiet
getting
because you
FOMO.
went put on the tour.
Shout out DJ Cream.
Shout out Cream. Shout out
Cream was there with us, man. Not the broken heart.
Yes, that whole tour, bro, I was FOMO because I was busy doing what I had to do with the fams and that. And fuck to see the... Nowadays you see stories and all that shit. And then I saw everything else. I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys.
Hey, we haven't been on tour like ever. Hey,
Let's go.
We're
Let's
going to be
go.
on tour soon.
Let's go to America, bro. I can't
Bro.
wait to get back over there, man.
You know what? If we go to America, everyone's gonna think we're crazy, bro.
That's okay.
Like,
That's
you know
okay,
what I
man.
mean? Like,
Just be yourself, man. You know what I mean?
we're a different breed. You know, like, in so many like different ways.
I believe that.
You know what I mean? Like, they will look at us and be like, "What are these guys on?" You know what I mean? Like, it's
High
just
on the air.
hell yeah.
Man, you know, my first experience in the States as an artist, older as an artist, going back and being out there, like, people took me in, like, to their circles, and they were like, hey, man, what do you want to drink? And I was like, man, I really want some ODs, some 40s. And they were like, man, we haven't had this shit since high school, bro. Shit, all right. But, you know, and then that's when I really knew that I was a fob by birth.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Ska OD from Moriskas. And, you know, they went and got me a box of OD. No one else drank it but me. I got fussied after two fungos whooped my ass,
See,
bro.
I've never tried OE. Is that how strong it is? Is it
It's
worse
excellent.
than
Well, that
You know what?
and
Like,
the ganja.
You know what I reckon?
'Cause you
The
smoke out there,
equivalent
dog.
of OE is here. Like, you got a 40-ounce bottle of Flame.
Oh, like that.
That's what, have you've
That's
had
like
Flame,
Cobra
right?
to me.
You've had Flame, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so it's like a 40-ounce bottle of Flame. Like,
Flame reminds me of Cobra in a way.
okay.
The
the
40.
taste and everything else?
Nah, I mean more so like the after effect of it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
it gets,
feel you, I
it
feel
gets
you.
you faded.
I
You know
feel
what I
you.
mean? Like,
I think that's the whole point of that fungal then. No wonder why the
yeah.
the Usos and the brothers out there fucking drink
What's,
that shit. And
what,
get
what,
doubles.
hey, what's your drink of choice though?
my drink of choice?
Like if you're drinking,
Corona, bro.
Corona?
Corona, all day.
La cerveza más fina?
Essa
yeah.
missa mais fina.
How was it going from the States, Australia, coming to Aotearoa, and then linking with Don Raid? How did that even happen, bro?
Bro, I think it was so there was I think I actually so I had a manager. I had two managers at the time. So it was a guy by the name of DJ Too Easy and Jerry Lale. And Too Easy, he had already had links here. He was linked to like the Pi system. I think he had been DJing here for a fair bit. Yeah. You know Too Easy? You know Too Easy? Yeah. So I think Too Easy,
man. I haven't met the bro, but
so I think Too Easy sort of he'd been sort of established within the New Zealand scene. So he sort of knew people. So like when I did my show in Woody's Bar, Manurewa.
oh shit,
Woody's.
Woody's girl.
What is it? He managed to get illegal there and Dawn Raid.
Illegal music?
Illegal music and Dawn Raid. And it was like a pick in between the two, whether I was going to sign with one or the other. You know what I mean?
Is illegal music a stem of Don Raid?
Yeah, they were. So they were originally Semantics, right? And then they broke off and did their own thing. So
Shout out to the homies.
yeah, shout out to the homies. So like it was, but yeah, it was like so I was in a situation where it was one or the two, but I mean, as a kid growing up, Dawn Raid was.
Is that what made you choose Don Raid, or was it like that? Like you
No,
chose
really,
Don Raid?
I think Dawn Raid made a bit more effort, bro. Like
They approached you, eh? Did they come to you?
They came to my hotel.
Just for
He
people that don't
came.
know.
He came and listened to a lot of the rough, like like looking back at it now, like D came and listened to like the rough music that I was making of
you were
Fruity Loops, and he saw potential in it. And then when I went back to Brisbane about 2 weeks later, he decided out of his own pocket he's going to fly himself over, come and meet my family,
Yeah, sicky.
and decided to spend the night with me and get on the piss with us, and like for me it was just like for someone to sort of go out of their way to
come
show
and see you, yeah.
love for me and especially of his caliber, eh? You know what I mean? Like that's where it was different for me because and never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would have this label owner / label executive come over to my house and tell my parents that he wants to, and I think one of the biggest things for me when he sat down with my parents that night, he said to them, he goes, I can't promise you that I'll make him a superstar, but I'll get his music out to the world.
Damn. And it worked. Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But
hell
you became a superstar anyway.
yeah.
You know?
Superstar.
Yeah.
Father star.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I think Don Raid is one of the most important parts of hip hop from Aotearoa.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
just my own personal opinion.
Of course. Like
Oh, sorry, not just hip hop, R&B, reggae,
yeah,
like
I
the
think
culture, the music.
in so many ways, I'll tell you this: like, hate it or love it, but you can't deny what Dawn Raid has done over the years.
100%, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, it's at the end of the day, like what they've done for everyone, within our industry. Like, a lot of people have come through those doors as well, whether they say it or not. You know
Whether
what I
they
mean?
say it
So-
or not.
Hell yeah. So, like, I think for me, it's
we know what's up.
give respect where it's due, eh? You know what I mean? So, shout out to Brother D and Andy. You know what I mean? There's not too many like them.
There's not, bro. You know what? I remember when we started to take this shit seriously, and then we tried to step into the professional realm.
Yeah.
You were there from day one, bro.
Yeah.
You did like one of our first songs that we did professionally. You did the hook to it.
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight,
That's a track, bro.
man.
If he's ever there tonight,
I feel like yeah. Don't worry, it'll be at the end of this.
Is that the one that Oscar Knightley?
Yeah.
Kitely.
Knightley. Yesterday.
Silly. Good boy.
Oh, sorry.
One more. You're in the
Kitely,
last chance,
sorry.
master. You're in the last
Oscar
chance.
Knightley. That's the one that Oscar Knightley directed,
yeah. Oh,
Man,
bro.
that
John-
music
Johnny.
video is a dope fucking music video, bro.
That was like my first experience in the professional realm. And I remember you asking me like when we were at Chris Chetland's, we're going through the mixing stage, and you were like, "Oh, you all good?" And like no one asked me that, and I didn't understand it at the time. But I was like, "Yeah, I'm cool." And you were like, "How you finding coming
The
from
industry,
from
yeah.
this into the industry and like trying to hit the mainstream side? Are you all good?" And I was like, "Fuck, I don't really know. I think I'm all good."
Yeah, I think for me, it's like a lot of people don't understand how much of a big step it is. You
And
know
I
what mean?
didn't understand at the time because I was not
and
mature
how-
enough as an artist.
Yeah, and I mean it in the sense of like how drastic the changes. Like you go from you go from like banging your music with your homies to
Yeah.
going out to Manukau and people are watching you eat every piece of food that's you know what I mean? Like I don't mean it in a bad sense, but
That's still gonna
it's
stop.
just I don't mean it in a bad sense, but it just comes with what we do. You know what I mean? And and the only reason why I wanted to sort of reach out to you in that sense is because I experienced it as well. You know what I mean? Like we come from humble beginnings, bro.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And
It was-
and when you come into this world of like the music business, like people look at you and they think, oh, these guys are papered
these
up,
guys
or
are
like they expect you to be in a
Lamborghinis.
certain way, like like.
No, knowing that, we're normal people.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's like, fuck what other artists have portrayed over the years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is still a grind like anything else. You know what I mean? And we're very normal and we deal with everyday problems like everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's like having your own construction company, and you got to be there 24/7. You
bro.
got to be ready to roll.
that's it, bro.
That's one thing I learned from the bros is like we don't hit and miss, we hit and hit. And I've never heard that before. I think working with Don Braid it really changed the game for us. Not only because no one else before came through and said, "Look, this is how you do things," but they also said, "Here's the plugs. Now go do it."
Yeah.
Would you say in a like a structure wise, like how it should go, sort of thing?
Man, like we learned everything from them. Bro,
Yeah,
in that sense.
I think I know what you're trying to say. Like, they literally took us from like kids from wherever we were and turned us into professionals.
And taught us the game.
So nobody to somebody.
And it's
Yeah,
cool. It's
like-
cool. It's cool. Like the Pacific Music Awards was 2 weeks ago today, I think, or 3 weeks ago.
2.5 weeks.
Caught up with the OG there, with Brother D there, and he was just like, "Hey, what up, man? Niff, like, hey, keep going, keep going. If you need it, I got you, but keep going." And it was cool to hear that. Like he always says that anyway, but it's just cool that whenever you see them, they're like, "Hey, keep going." And sometimes when I see Andy out, he'll be like, "I done told you, man, that part, man, don't do that, do this."
Oh, so you
And I was like,
still-
yeah, sorry, that's right, cool. Thanks for the reminder. The professionalism and just how to run it. That part we didn't have before.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Yeah, we're back then. You're sort of just making music from the heart, and you were just like every song's a hit. Like,
and I'll say this too, bro. Like when I was in the early stages of it, I don't think I was mature enough as an artist to handle a lot of that shit
Nah, so did
as
we.
the industry goes.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I felt like I was like out of my depth. Like, nah, man, we gotta stay real and keep it gangster and all this shit. And after a while, you're like, damn. You have a conversation with people.
because all the rappers that you look up to, you find out that they're not actually real, right?
I didn't want to say that, but hey, man,
Had
you
to
know
be
what?
said, man.
It's true, bro. Like, okay, one part of that would be the writing part.
Yeah.
So as an MC, I'm not the best MC, but I write my own shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then you find out that a lot of artists that you look up to didn't write their own shit, and I'm just like, damn, like that. I think that Swiss, Togo, I think that you've done a very good job
Bro, c'est là où fucking
to hold it
percent,
down
bro.
as how you're holding
C'est
it
là
down,
où
bro.
fucking
Because
percent.
when we kick it, wherever we kick it, we're always open about what we're doing
Yeah.
and how we're getting down in the music scene. What's the next couple of months look like? And I really respect your grind, bro, and how you push through and how you do what you want to do, how you want to do it.
Thank you,
And
brother.
like, and I don't feel like you let anything stop you, bro. I feel like look, this is the plan, and if the plan doesn't work out, you got a backup
Run it.
plan.
Run
There's like a soldier in you that will just get to the finish line no matter what happens along the way. I think you're a soldier in the sense like military. Like, this is the end goal. This is the plan. Oh, blah 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 blah. Whatever happens, might go smooth, might not, but you still get there,
Can
bro.
I tell you this though? This is all I know, bro. This is all I know. Fresh out of high school, like I've never done anything
Straight
else.
into it.
Never done anything else but music. You know what I mean? So like at the end of the day, like, bro, like my kids and my wife, this is, you know what I mean? This is bread and butter for them. So like I've got no other,
I
like
feel you.
this. Like I think everyone looks at me and they're like, oh, yo, this guy's a soldier. He's pushing through, bro. It's not always fucking roses and daisies. You know what I mean? So like,
Sometimes it's Hennessy and cigarettes. You know?
yeah, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's I think one of the biggest things that I would like to push is that, like, it's what people see on Instagram is only what they see on Instagram. Like, don't take it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, we only show, like,
What people
everyone.
want to see.
Yeah. And there's, you know what I mean? Like, but there's a lot of hard work and,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of bullshit that goes on behind the scenes for you to get the flowers at the end. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, that's one of the big things.
With social media, I was taught this to sell success,
Yeah.
to sell it,
Yeah.
to promote it,
Oh, yeah.
to market it, to show it. And my problem is I always throw in the, by the way, I'm depressed today. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm going through this. By the way, slavery this. And by the way, this is what happened here. And I'm taught not to do that. As far as an artist goes, you got to, you know, promote the culture, promote the music, promote the whatever, the garments, the clothing, everything. It's business. And then when you make it, you know, further down the line, then you can, you know,
Man,
run all that.
to be honest with you, that's what I'm slowly trying to filter out, is like that whole thing of like, you know what I mean? Like, because, you know, like I sort of came in the generation of, we were probably the last generation of CDs.
Yes, sir.
Before streaming, you
and
know,
we're
so
still doing
so
it.
back at that time, it was very much about marketing, and everything had to be done a certain way. You had to portray yourself in a certain way, like, you know what I mean. So I think like with me now, I'm adapting to how it is now, where it's all about authenticity. You know what I mean. So I'm trying to filter out a lot. I'm trying to unlearn a lot of the things that I learned when I first came into this industry, and like, you know. So like I'm with you on
Bless
that.
you, bro.
Like I'm with you on that. Like just being more honest and being more open about like how you're feeling on the day, and like, you know, those sort of things, you know. So big up, my dog.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel like, you know, with this whole fucking social media shit, bro. To me, I never fuck with it in the beginning because I was like, that's just a place where that's not real,
Yeah.
and anyone can be anybody there.
Yeah.
And then I realized the value of it. You can connect to people. You can learn things. You can educate yourself. You can, you know, link with producers and all that. Then there's the business, the marketing, the promo, and it's all there. I'm like, okay, cool. This is where we're at. This is part of the job now.
Yeah.
Every artist has to have a social media platform now, and that's cool. But then there's the bullshit that comes with it.
But I think it's hard, bro. Like I think it's hard trying to uphold the social media thing. Like, in
Yeah.
so many senses,
Is that,
because-
are you saying like the haters and all of that shit? Like,
No, I think like just in the sense where like content is everything nowadays. Like I don't spend my every day trying to think of what content I'm gonna put up next, or like, you know what I mean. Like
as a normal human should.
yeah, as a normal as a normal human being, bro. Like
Yeah,
I find it difficult in so many ways because like, you know what I mean. So like what I do when I do try to create content, I strictly try and keep it around my music. You know what I mean? Like I just. Yeah, like I just think that, like, you know what I mean, like going outside of myself is literally gonna affect me more mentally than anything
Because I think
else.
what
You know?
the like people that are new used to, or myself, they think that we live a perfect life.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, if you know where I'm going. But bro, fuck, we're human just like them, man.
Yeah.
And yeah,
No, you good, bro. I hear you. I feel like some people do that. So what I've been doing lately this year, especially, is I've been exposing the dark side of everything.
Yeah.
So I talk about the dark feelings, the dark mentality, the depression, the suicide, all these things and emotions that I've either experienced in the past or I've seen people go through that are close to us.
Yeah.
And a lot of negative comeback for that.
Yeah.
Like people just come through and be like, man, you a bitch, bro. What like, why are you talking like this? And
Sucks,
I'm
eh?
just like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, this motherfucker lives where?
Yeah.
Find this bitch. But you know, I take it with a grain of salt. I try to, and I try to understand that, man, everyone's going through their own thing. They might be triggered by something I say, but at the same time, when I jump into the DMs or the PMs or whatever you call them, I see a lot of people coming through and going, man, I really felt like killing myself today.
Yeah.
and that's
So,
that's what I mean.
you
Social
know.
saying, like, you know, at the end of the day, we're fucking human, bro. We're not trying to.
That's right. Well, you know, this is the part that gets me. One of the parts, you know, it's like they think that not they, but some people think that we're just artists and we just gotta be artists. But we're a lot more than just artists. And there's a lot more to us. Like we got emotions and feelings, and yeah,
Well,
business
that's-
is business, and we're supposed to move that way.
Business
But I
is
feel like us here, man, we're real in the sense like we show you more than just what's
Yeah,
supposed to be marketed.
I think that's very true. Like, I think what a lot of people don't understand is that, like, being artists, we're literally putting our bodies out there on the line. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're literally,
Online,
we-
social media,
like
OnlyFans.
Like, we literally create everything, like, out of our whole being. You know what I mean? And, like, speaking about true feelings and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, through our music, you know what I mean? Like, no many people can do that. Like, literally put their feelings out for people to
Do you,
judge.
do you
not
still
easy,
feel
bro.
like
You know
your
what I mean?
fans
Like,
have changed when you started talking about real shit? Like, if you know what I mean?
Every time he says fans, I think he's OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing every time he says.
When I was talking just now, he was like,
because I seen like
paid for the month.
There was like I think there was a post she did recently, and this guy's always just talking about OnlyFans on there. I'm like, Charlie, calm lalo, man.
No, sorry. Honestly, with me, I think so for me, my getaway is my humor.
Yeah.
So if I feel like I'm
of
going through
course,
some shit, I fucking try to be funny and shit. But real deep down inside, my bumhole's black, just like everyone out there. So you know what I mean? Like like I said, like bro, we're human. Like we fuck up too.
Yeah.
We fucking piss and shit just like everyone else.
Yeah.
That's the first
we
time.
We come just like you on your wife's back.
Stop. You had it, man. You had it, and then he went too far, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Shit.
Sorry.
Like,
but you know what I mean? I'd rather be real than fucking be a fake motherfucker.
This is a real Pacific Islander right here. He uses humor to shelter his poo-ho.
He's being poor right now.
I mean, Asuelo.
He's being poor.
Hey,
He's
don't
being
fuck
poor.
with my
Asuelo and trying to give a whole pass to his wife, and then all of a sudden,
man. That ain't none of our
having a
business.
cry,
That ain't none of our business,
Hey,
bro.
don't talk about
That ain't
Trey's
none of our
cousin on
business.
this man.
That's my cousin, man.
His
Don't talk
cousin,
about my
man.
uso,
Hey.
man.
Sorry, bro.
Hey,
Sorry,
love
bro.
you, bro.
Sorry, but not sorry.
You know, man.
Well,
That's
so
the homie.
tell me,
Love you, Kalani.
Shh, hey,
You are the
Shorty,
shit. You
stop
are the
it.
fucking shit.
Stop it. That's
You are
my
the
uso,
shit.
man. Hey, Oos, I think.
Shout out Swelu.
I think I want to ask you these questions. Can I do the rapid fire thing now before I
let's
can't
do
read
it.
no more?
Let's go.
Let's go into this. All right.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. I think, man. Shout out to Prestige and Hookbanger.
Solid.
I
Shout
think
out
this is
to
the first
fucking-
time I ever
yeah.
seen that was on their show. So
Rip
you
it,
know,
family. What's up?
we'll try it out too. I hope you guys don't mind, man. We're just gonna ask a bunch of questions. Try to answer this honestly and as fast as you can.
Let's go, Swiss.
Have we got a timer in place or what?
Ashtray. Shit. Yeah, ashtray.
Is the ashtray the same as the sage?
Sorry, don't say that online.
Sage
Thank
the
you.
Gemini.
Oh, there you go. There you go, sis.
Oh, shit.
All right, here we go. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
Ooh, McDonald's.
Best fried chicken you've ever had?
Jollies and Mangry.
Ooh.
I ain't tried that. All right,
All right,
let's
Jolly
go.
Swiss.
The
Jolly,
best.
Jolly.
Wait, is it the gas station?
Steiner's
No.
better.
No. It's literally the one right in the middle of Mangry Town Centre.
So if you,
Jollies.
it's the one inside it.
Yeah.
It's not far from 275. Shout out to Fitz in the
Hey,
in the final
275, baby.
Let's go.
We out here. That's the O's. All right, Charlie's, we're coming to you. Hungry Jacks or Burger King?
Hungry Jacks all day.
Fuck.
Why? Why?
Triple Whopper meal with a side of onion rings and the spicy sauce. I tell you, it's the best combo in the world.
Dang,
See,
you
I haven't
really
tried
been
it.
out
I
there
haven't
like
tried
that.
it.
huh?
Hell yeah!
I ain't tried it.
Every time
Really?
I had this
Never
rule, every
tried
time I
it.
touched down in Australia, my first meal was Hungry Jacks, and it's the same combo.
Guys, I'm not sniffing my nose. I didn't just have a line. I got the flu. So in fact, everyone's like,
All right.
Take off your mucker. Take off your...
At Sunday lunch, is it chop suey or curry?
Ooh. You know, I'll get curry, bro.
There you go. There you
Don't
go.
get me wrong, like, bro, chop suey, that's standard. You know what I mean? I'll get curry.
But you like Indians better than Chinese? Sad guy. Anyway, which island makes the best potato salad?
Cook Islands
Yeah.
mayonnaise, bro.
Bang, bang.
Hell
Bang,
yeah.
bang.
minus
Hell
10.
yeah.
Out here.
Minus
682,
10.
baby.
For me,
Let's
it's
go.
the beetroot, bro. That makes a difference. You know, like
Sorry,
it's the
nah,
beetroot, like,
I think it's
you got the
egg yolk.
recipe?
Egg yolk.
bro,
Tell us if we're wrong.
I don't. But like for me, it's like it's the best food
Best.
in the beetroot. That's literally
Best
what makes the
potato
difference,
salad.
bro. Like
So
You
the
ain't even lying, bro.
even
100%.
even the peas,
That's why it's
even the
pink.
peas in
That's why
there
it's
makes a
pink.
difference.
I could eat that shit by itself, bro.
Bro.
My uncle, like the first time I seen my uncle from Cook Islands, he eats the right foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
With
Auntie
KFC.
Tumal's husband?
Uncle Donnie.
Yeah.
Man, and I tried that
Uncle
shit.
Donnie.
Bomb, bro. Bomb. Anyway,
What
sorry.
did you say? He eats the ripe fatty.
He eats the right fatty. There's the right fatty.
Anyways.
Yeah, Poetik eats it all the time. Yeah, let's go.
All right, what's 6 times 6?
56.
All right, what's 36 divided by 6?
6.
There you go, bro. Oranges or watermelon?
Oranges.
Fried mussels or raw mussels?
Raw mussels.
Do you eat the kina from the back or from the front?
Shit. What's that?
Oh, wait.
Back end
Is that a typo? My
From
bad.
the front.
Shit.
Calm down, man. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Fat Joe or 50 Cent?
50.
Fucking oath.
50 Cent or The Game?
Game.
Jodeci or Boyz II Men?
Boys to men,
Fuck
baby.
it up.
Shit, for real?
Hell yeah.
For real?
Hell
Boys to
yeah.
men.
Oh
bro.
shit! All right, that's solid. Beyonce or Alicia Keys, but it's 2005.
Alicia Keys.
Bang. Adam Sandler movies or Eddie Murphy movies?
Adam Sandler movies.
Yo, Tyson or Ali, both in their prime.
Tyson.
There you go. Hennessy or vodka?
Henny.
There you go.
Sponsor us,
Vodka is a
please.
drink, Henny is a shot.
Oh, shit.
Say less.
Damn it.
Shout out to
I
my
shouldn't have
because
said
that's
that,
why I
right?
always say less. And shout out to
Say
the Ice
less,
family
bruh.
as well.
Yeah.
Adam Brisbane.
You know it. That's
So
the
no
fam.
lance, we need to do my Kolo fucking podcast. Let's go.
Hey, reggae or R&B? Did I ask that?
No.
Reggae or R&B?
Nah.
Reggae.
Hip hop or gospel?
Hip hop.
Either or, man. Yeah.
Chocolate or island food?
Chocolate.
Fried eggs or scrambled eggs?
Scrambled.
Guac or lamb?
Waka.
Fuck all day.
Skinny jeans or Dickies?
Skinny jeans.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Maroons or blues?
Maroons, baby.
Ooh. Brother D or Andy?
Yeah, no, that's no question. That's no question right there, bro.
Give it up to our doggo, bro.
Shout out Andy, shout out Brother D, man.
yeah,
I thought I'd throw that in just for laughs, man. Nah. Okay, what were we talking about?
Shit, back to the music.
I thought it was back. Dang, you guys already took your shots?
Back to Swiss. Sorry,
I thought we were going to
drank-
go, man. Thanks for coming out to the park. Oh,
Sorry, what
you
do you
guys can
drink?
pour another one, guys, darn it.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Gosh darn.
Man, if anyone's watching, just let us know what we need to do and what we need to shut up, but we don't give a fuck what you think.
You know, it's
Nah,
funny
if
'cause
we can drop 1,000 comments on there, Bass is gonna sit on the next podcast naked.
I will. No lies. I'll do it. Straight up.
1,000 comments on this episode.
1,000 comments on this
Thousand
episode.
comments
Bass
and
is
me and
naked,
Swiss will
yeah.
sit on here naked
Hey,
together.
I'm not on the next
Together.
one. Nah, I'm not
You're
on the-
co-hosting the next one.
Let's
It's
do the
like-
next one.
I'll be sitting here in 5 hoodies.
Hey, let's not change the thing. That was my. This, you know, you can't come in there and infiltrate what we're trying to. You know,
Yeah. Sweet.
You gonna do it though?
you gonna do
Is
it?
it?
I'm not excited.
Oh, am I that guy?
Mother-
Oh, am I
no,
that?
man.
The fish bait
Shit.
guy. No, yeah, sweet. I'll do it.
Yeah. See,
just for the people, I'll do
1,000 comments.
1,000 comments.
1,000 comments.
Trey, we're gonna run this up on social media.
Fuck
bro.
these, bro.
For real?
Fucking
It's
awesome.
gonna be
Yeah.
like the marketing. Like,
Hell
Chris,
yeah.
what's
Chris
Chris?
Remember what I
Shout
said
out to
about
Chris
how
RL, man.
what
Yeah.
cafe means?
Chris
Fuck
RL
these
is
guys
gonna
are
like
fucking
cut this up
kids.
and put the naked.
We
thing.
are.
Fucking-
We are
This
proud.
guy's trying to
Cafe.
change the subject and shit, but he already said like, oh yeah, I'll fucking be naked, damn it.
Boys, you
I'm gonna
know,
shave my chest. to
Bass
say,
is the most
okay.
solid
Nah,
guy I
faz
know,
shot, faz shot. Com a afro chest out of me,
Fucking nice.
bro. I've never seen someone use an African on the chest.
bro. Hey, there's one in the box there.
What?
You can actually just stick it in there. Nah, sorry.
The
bro.
what?
Anyway.
Oh, sorry. Give it here, bro. Oh, good. Dude.
Well, bro, man, it's good to see you, man.
Something
Like
straight up,
you know,
bro.
it's been what? It's been a few weeks. You know,
It has.
But,
You guys had that video shoot that I wanted to come to, man.
Dude, you didn't miss much.
shout out Liz, man. She
But it would have
held it
been
down.
doper if you were there. If you know what
Oh,
I mean.
you know that. You
come
know
to the
that.
next
Everyone
one.
that's
Come to the next
watching, this is pretty much our
This
little
is the crew.
triangle.
Yeah, there ain't too many like this. When these guys called
People
me to
have
come on this,
circles. We have a triangle.
when people called me to come, when these guys called me to come on this podcast, I was like literally thinking to myself, I was like, oh, this is a recipe for disaster. Like,
I think we're done all right because we have
Nah,
a
it's
time
funny,
limit.
Yeah, this is
So it's
so
almost to
safe.
the time limit. Because if it kept going, like fuck,
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'm
go in
safe.
jail
bro,
tonight.
like when it comes to us three, like we lose all professionality. like
it
there's
goes out the
nothing.
This was
you know,
not
like,
professional
It goes
at
out the
all.
fucking
You
window.
guys
But I
don't
think
know,
that's the
but
fucking
we're
point.
all wearing no pants right now. You guys can't see it, but there's
No
no
shang
pants
shang
on
bing.
under the. My bad.
It's gonna take mine off now.
Nah, but I appreciate you guys, though. Thank you for having me on.
We
Love you,
got
dog.
we got Promised Land coming up soon, right? That's in
Hell
September.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
September.
For the Gold Coast. Is it Gold Coast
You
or
coming?
Brisbane?
You're coming, right?
Fuck, I'm there, bro.
Hell
We
yeah.
are there.
Are we doing that one?
Hell yeah.
Shit, I'm there,
So
bro.
while you're performing, we'll be at the back doing the. If it isn't love.
Why don't just win this ways?
Nah, I just like I'm looking forward to it in the sense where like when it's us three, it's like literally like there's no one
Man,
else.
these
You know what I mean?
people
Like,
ain't ready.
and then my wife's sitting there too. She's like you guys' little sister. Like it's like
Shout out to our cousin Tree, man.
Love you, sis.
She was
Real
here, she'd
one.
probably slap all of us. But hey,
That's right.
love you.
We'll air this when you.
I can't
when you
believe
guys
she let us put this on the podcast.
I know, man.
Like, you know what I mean? She's probably sitting at home like anxious right now. Like, are these three guys on a podcast together? I'm not
I'm
sure
not talking
what's
about your
going on.
wife. Tree's one of those girls that if me and Poetik were out somewhere and we had somos in our eyes, she'll come do this and wipe our eyes.
We
Yeah,
was
I think One Love,
backstage
she
in One
braided
Love.
his hair.
Because I had my hair and I thought I was cool. I was like, yeah, I got my natural hair, man. You know, it's with the
I'm saying,
ancestors. She came and
yeah.
like, I just want to bow you right now. You look like a Hoover.
No,
and I was
yeah.
like, and I looked at myself in the mirror like, oh shit, I look like a Hoover.
Nah, she braided his hair, but even worse, he looked like a tomato. The sun got to him.
It's my, I forgot, you know, all right, look, I'm mixed race, man. When I get too drunk or when I'm in the sun too long, I turn like, you know,
He turns purple.
Doggo, I think that was that.
Bright red, man.
I think that was
You know.
that One Love where we decided we were gonna call Basin. He didn't answer our phone calls. He was being
like,
loco
"Fuck you
leanga.
guys."
He was being
He was
loco
like, "Fuck
leanga.
you
He was
guys."
like, you know, he was being loco leanga back home. He was like, oh nah, I don't wanna, you know. So,
it was at home like,
shout out-
that's
shout out
what
to our cousin
friends
Tree,
are
man.
for.
We were at I forgot what gig it was, and Tree was in the back, and she was like, "You and Baba ready?" I was like, "Yeah." I went to get like that, and she was like, "Get over here," and I was like, "Yeah." And after that, she wiped my eyes because bro, I had
no,
to
but
figure so
who
more.
was
Bro.
blah blah? Who was blah blah that you was just talking about?
Blah blah is
Blah, 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 blah.
blah 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 blah.
Can't forget that rain. Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah.
Tell me where to go. No, it's pretty- yeah.
Bro,
But sorry, Togo, just before we finish up, just like to thank you for pulling up and showing your knowledge and speaking all the shit that we've been asking. Any last words to our up and coming or just everyone that's watching? Trying to be serious.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things for me is like coming up as an artist. Like the only one thing that I can really encourage you to do is don't be like these guys.
don't fucking try to do a podcast and start drinking on it and be real unprofessional.
No, I love my brothers. Like, if anything, like this was one of those like things. Like the moment that I heard that they were doing a podcast, I knew that I was gonna find my way on here, whether they asked me or not. Like you know, like
we might need you back next week to redo this shit.
hell
dude.
yeah, hell
Fuck,
yeah.
well, you just put me on
it's
blast and
done.
now I have to do that
all good.
tele4 thing.
Yeah, no, I think you still. I'll say that on next weekend's one as well. You know, no, but I just think like for me, like when you guys reached out, like you know, I back everything you guys do, so it's automatic. You know what I mean?
Love you, bro.
Whether we had to shoot this shit like 4 times or not, you know what I mean? Like these are my bros. There's not too many people that I go out of my way for, and there's not too many people that I could be my full self around. You know what I mean? So I respect you guys in so many ways, and I hope
shit,
you
man,
guys know that. So thank you guys for having me on, and good to see your asses, man, and good to see you guys are still
been a minute,
alive.
bro.
You know,
It's
like
been a hot minute.
sometimes I wonder, and I'm like, I wonder if Trey's gonna make it for this weekend.
Bro,
Like,
because you know,
hey,
life is
sometimes,
hard, man.
like,
if you guys read my Facebook posts.
and then like sometimes I'm like, I hope Bass is not getting arrested this weekend. Like, but these are my bros, you know what I mean? And you know, it's offers always, you know what I mean? So the
Always,
fact that you
bro.
guys got me on today,
Always.
you know, I was always gonna be here. So thank you for guys.
I'm
thank
glad,
you guys
man.
for-
I'm glad to see your teeth, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Honestly. What's up,
Got them fixed up.
Where'd you get yours?
So what these guys are on about, their teeth. It's
Yeah.
That's what I
it's
say.
beautiful.
Try and guess which ones are.
Even though they got better teeth than
There
me,
you
but yeah, they can take their ones out.
I'm that, bro. I got that one. Where I got the
Yeah.
steel,
You
the
know,
steel
see,
thing.
That's how
Gotta
you
bump
know
that
he's.
shit
That's,
in.
that's how you know he's Ula Valley. He decided to check it out on camera. I would never do that.
Nah, man, for real. I lost my teeth in the name of Jesus, so it's all good, man.
For any of my brothers, on behalf of the
I'm
Village
not-
Council podcast, I'd like to appreciate you, Dogo, and
Office,
acknowledge you for
office.
what you do in the
Salute.
culture.
Salute.
We do that. Cheers.
I think it's important to acknowledge the culture always. Hey, shout out to Queen Shirley. Shout out to Chris R.L.
Chris
Shout
R.L.,
out to
Queen Shirley
Ali for letting
Academy.
us borrow his camera gear. Shout out to Cheyenne for
Shout
letting
out
us borrow the
Nevron.
lights. Nevron. This guy made a new gangster. Nevron.
Shout out to Big Village
Nev.
Merch. Dogo, what's that one?
Supreme.
Oh yeah, the Supreme from Mangy Markets.
No,
Yeah.
the
Out here.
The,
Oh lower. Underdog.
Hey, you gotta
Shout out
spin
Lower.
around. You gotta spin around. and
shout out
show
to
the homie
Trench
shit.
Fats.
Out here. Out here. Right there, baby.
Shout out to Toko from Favona.
That's
From
gangster.
Favona. Shout out to the brothers from Favona. Man,
That's
acknowledge.
gangster,
Thank
man.
you for
That's fitted. That's like.
I'm
giving me
waiting
this,
for my
uh,
hoodie too, Toko.
So this Dogo wants a blue warm one, like a Udi. So if we can apply
Crip bandana material.
Yeah.
If that's all right, please.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope your dad's one sack.
Wow. Wow, too much, huh?
Let's go.
I guess. Wait.
You know what? We're definitely recording.
We gotta record
Oh, no,
this
stop it
again,
before
bro.
we get too ever bored, bro.
Man.
But yeah.
Hey, and to the homie right here, man.
Shut up. What's that?
Here we go. Upright.
Thank you, upright.
Thank
Truth
you,
tellers.
upright.
Hold on.
For
Because
my
Chris,
new
you opened
sweater.
this shit, right?
What's that?
And
For
there's
my
like
new
a
sweaters.
Yeah, thank
Hold
you
on,
for
man.
the Toko's new sweaters.
yeah.
That's
Check
yours.
this
And
out.
Matai
yours.
watches.
Matai watches.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Upright.
Oh,
Matai.
shit.
So
Matai watches. Shout out to fucking the jewelry store that gave me that. Miyagi Jewelries. Thank you.
Can I have a look?
Miyagi.
I can't even fit
Gang.
it.
Hey, hold on. Let me read this shit. Upright truth tellers. My thing is that I don't give no person that much power over my path that I'm walking. Not one person can make or break what I'm doing except me or God. So that's from Upright. Now check this out. Last week, Upright pulled up and just hooked me up with these packages. So thank you so much. Shout out to Queen Chalet Academy. Hey, throw that shit over here. We out here like this. All right, here we go. Jesus, walk with me. That's the first time in a long time he's brought the beatbox out. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Cut the
Hold up.
camera.
Do the Aaliyah. Do the Aaliyah beat.
No. I want
Come on,
to
do
I want to
the
pee.
fucking Aaliyah beat, man. Shit.
Thank you very much.
Emotional and shit. Queen Chalet Academy.